I used to hate blizzards, and then this new beachcombing mechanic came out, and now I like blizzards, at least in these particular zones. Hello everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to The Long Dark and our Tales from the Far Territory adventure that we're starting to work our way back towards the last transmitter from Desolation Point on in through Crumbling Highway and going towards Coastal. So today we're gonna wait for this to go away, and then we're gonna go check the ice again and see what other kind of cool things show up, and then move our way into Coastal. So we're just going to kind of do a little bit of traveling today and a little bit of goofing today, and well, a little bit more other fun stuff today. So this little cave is amazing. As long as you have a bedroll and, you know, a common head sense about yourself to make sure that you let the wolves leave you alone, this is an excellent place to base. Crumbling Highway has always been one of those places I like to just come to and camp out anyway for a week or so. I know it sounds kind of silly, but there's nothing wrong with spending a week or two in this zone, particularly now, because especially with the way the Long Dark has been producing blizzards on Interloper, you can sit in here and just beachcomb and beachcomb and beachcomb and hunt wolves and beachcomb and beachcomb and beachcomb and hunt wolves and pick up sticks and do all of the things and make this little cave a very, very fantastic little base. So we're gonna go ahead and, well, she's not very tired. I was thinking I might burn a match and cook this stuff, but I think we have enough water and enough food for the moment. We'll just go ahead and munch down on that gigantic wolf, and we'll just get this to go by. So I want to see what it does in the morning. The only problem is, again, blizzards, you got to be careful about how you sleep. Early game numbers in here, we're almost plus 50 degrees, and if I were to fix everything up, I think we could be at probably pretty close to 52 or 51. Yeah, like if I could get this back up where it would need to be, this is 3.6 or 3 point whatever, and yeah, we're kind of a little down on some of the stuff, but you just have to make sure that you need to be over, I think it's like 24, 25 C or whatever that is in the Fahrenheit. That's the numbers that I know. It's like 30 or 40 degrees plus warmth bonus to be able to sleep outside, but that doesn't mean that you can do it with a blizzard, because in the morning right here is when it's the absolute coldest. So this is kind of one of those times you got to be careful when you sleep. So we're going to knock off as many hours as she can, which isn't going to be a lot, and hopefully the blizzard will go away. Wow, that's going to be a good blizzard. Well, I guess I will pass a lot of time and watch the weather do what it does. Alright, we should be able to go out and go play a little bit. It might be a little cold, but let's go just, I'll leave this here, and we'll go over to this corner and kind of beachcomb our way back and see what we come up with. But it's going to be cold, I know it, it's fine, I'm not worried about it. See what we come up with. Guess we can put our, well, we'll wait till we get out there. It's cold enough as it is. Say put my special non-slippery shoes on, but we'll wait. It's cold enough, and I don't need to take a lot of cold damage. Yeah, this is the point where I'm gonna say on that end of it too. Oh, and I might actually, depends on how long we're gonna be here. The other thing you do when you get to one of those caves like that, especially one where you're gonna have a lot of things to store over time, is go ahead and build a rock cache on the outside of it so you have a place to store everything, unless you get a backpack. All right, we get a boat, backpack, a deer corpse. Nice. As far as I know, you can't get to this little spot right here. It'll stop you. Right? Yeah. What do we get? The red canoe, that one usually doesn't have anything. Oh, it's a wolf. it was a deer. No, it is a dead wolf. How much is on you, my friend? We'll just grab that and bring it with us for right now. I should have used something else, but that's fine. I don't really care for anything else on that point, but the meat and the food is, you know, it's food. Now this one over here in the corner, there's a spot out here that you got to be careful with because it's on thin ice, and if you end up with something like that, you might just leave it. Is it not going to be here today? Really? There's a spot out here, usually, unless they removed it. No, go. Okay, let's go dump this off. So far, very uneventful. I'd have rather had the other boat. We could have had more fish. I'm thinking about going to the store and getting some salmon. That wouldn't be too bad. Myself, go get some salmon, put it on the smoker. Haven't done that in a while. It's getting on towards fall here. Time for smoked fish. Alright, so we'll put this in here, do a real fast warm-up. Because all I got was one. You know what? Nah, we'll just do it this way. That'll work for the minute. Funny, there's no crows over that one. I will grab rocks. Should grab some teas, possibly. But we'll leave that alone. Nothing else, you pick the rocks up, you set them inside, and then you come back later on. Oh, lovely, the fog came out. Crap. I don't see anything. Get anything else? I'm not planning on spending too many days here this time. Again, I just wanted to see what was here, if anything, and get it laid up, get it set down. I don't remember if we left anything in the Harris basement. I think we didn't, although we already grabbed it, whatever, I don't know. Wow, nothing. Okay, well, that was sure nice of it. Let me see, I gotta go like that way. Check Mr. Wolf, see if the birds dropped any feathers. They did, thank you. Left the hide and the guts on that one because I don't want it. I think we'll go ahead and dump off this stuff again if for a later date and a later asteroid should I ever decide to come back. Problem is it takes 50 rocks to make one of those caches, so it's kind of worth just gathering things up over time and then dropping them off in a corner.
Sure getting cold.
Because they do respawn. So we'll put all that stuff right there, along with that. I did have a stick. Look at me, I'm terrible. Put stick down. And we will place rock. Where's rock? Rock is right there. Drop all. Okay. I think we're good to go here. I've got all these nice 100% torches that I keep making, and we should have some more stuff. We could probably make another one. I think the only other thing I might want to test is to make, see whether or not we can make an ice hole here, which I think you can. We'll go ahead, warm up, and move our way out of here, get to coastal. We got plenty of time. Probably should take a nap instead of warming up, whatever. Water. Plenty. Grab one more. We'll go check the basement again real fast, and I'm interested to see. Can I do it right here? No. I'm wondering if maybe the color of the ice changes. Like this is blue ice compared to that white ice. Nope. Yes, you can. How far can I get to it? Let me see. We're over here. Interesting. That's not awful. So again, these coastal zones are just so rich in resources and so good at a lot of things. It's amazing. Kind of one of those things, like how do you live forever in the game? You got to come up with a way to keep yourself busy once you've done all of the exploring and all of the looting and all of the crafting. And you know that 500 days was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in a game, because this game wasn't designed to stay alive that long. I'm honestly, at this point in time, after I've played it as long as I have, this game was never designed for a player to live that long, let alone thousands of days. I think it was meant to be maybe 200 and you were done kind of a thing, because especially back in the early days, I mean, when there was only like 4 or 5 zones, I couldn't imagine trying to live that long in this game like that. And that's just, you know, one of those things you got to do as a player. You got to keep yourself busy. So I'm glad that they've kind of started to offer things like long-term gameplay, like beachcombing and other stuff kind of like that, because it gives you something to do. The other thing you can do with this crap, and I know it's kind of just a real quick sidetrack, take your spray paint and dump it, well, not dump it, but use it to mark where the areas that things will spawn, so that you know where to go to next time. Plus, they'll kind of mark it out on a map, so you can kind of, well, on your map, you'll be able to kind of see where you can go get things. It's kind of neat, but yeah, about the only thing I could see use for, oh great, we have a thing. Do I have enough stick to light a torch? How is that not bright enough? Whatever, go on. That's just one of those things you can kind of do. You kind of come to these areas and you take the stuff that you can get, stock things up, build stockpiles, build little campsites, build little places that you can go and enjoy it. But I mean, even on that 500-day loper, that was done before there was the airfield. I eventually resorted to walking from one broken bridge in Desolation Point to the other broken bridge in Broken Railroad, over and over and over again, and just kind of hunting and stalking and hunting and stalking and doing what I needed to do until I got bored of doing that. And then I started going from the cannery in Bleak Inlet to the Foreman's Retreat in Ash Canyon, and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until, like I said, it was just spending hours and hours and hours and just wandering. I don't care for the cabin fever thing, but eventually it just kind of is the thing you end up doing, is you just do a little bit of work in one area and then you move on, and you do a little bit of work in another area and then you move on. I get up there. Of course, then there's the screwing around that you kind of tend to do too when you're trying to figure out whether you can do things or not. Can I get up here? Huh. Today I learned. I don't know why it matters. Nope. Can I go over here? I mean, I don't want to hit a kill wall or nothing, but I know that you can't go much further out here, or you'll start to get into trouble. This is kind of some stuff that you do when you're bored. So you can't go as far as beachcombing goes. The line is about right out here. You cannot get to that island, so you kind of got to go about right here. But like, we can already see that there is a boat out there. I think there's one more right here before you hit this island. So you can kind of see all that cracked ice right there. Stay off of it. It will, that's a kill wall. as far as a kill wall goes. So, I mean, this stuff isn't kill wall, but like there's a line like right here. You can't get to that island. So, let's go, I guess, do the beachcomb that direction. I will be leaving that deer.
Did I say I hate being cold?
We'll go out to Jackrabbit. Misanthrope first, but I'm just gonna walk straight out here, and that's what I mean. Like I said, you can walk this whole area. You just go all the way over to the other bridge on the other end of this, walk this entire bit of ice, dump off everything you see you need, and then go in there and walk all of coastal Crumbing, and then walk all of Desolation Point, turn all the way around and come back. Guaranteed that will take at least a couple of days, and guaranteed in that amount of time you will end up with a blizzard, which means it'll refresh the loot while you're walking in it. That's a boat I don't want. Don't want that boat. We want the other boat, the one that's flipped over. This one shouldn't have anything next to it, but I will take a rotten fish, thank you. We might stop and cook said fish here in a minute. Especially if I end up with 2 of them. Piece of wood.
I'm freezing.
Maple sapling. Do not like being out in the fog like this. I mean, especially if it decides to settle in a little harder. I left all of that coal, didn't I? We're gonna have to be careful what we do with our firewood then. I guess if that's a deer, we'll stop and cook, and then go up to Misanthropes. Looks like yeah, it's a dead person. Anybody around? No. Worry out for that bear. I was watching a friend of mine the other day play, and that bear came out of nowhere. Nope. Mauled the crap out of them for no particular reason. Can I have that cowichin, please? Oh, nope. See, is there anything else? Yeah, there's gonna be a suitcase. I'm just like flirting with death right now if I keep doing that crap. Come on. I do like the fact that it does this now. You can tell how long you have, and if you're smart and you have spray paint, you can kind of draw a line as to where you need to stay away from the stuff. Spray paint or sticks, or no, you don't waste sticks. We could use cattail heads, rocks. One of those things. You spend a lot of time playing this game, you start coming up with silly little things you can do. I don't think anybody wants ragged sport socks. I think we'll just keep going for the moment. She's already cold. We're already heavy. Might go to this little fishing hut right here and dump some of the junk off. I like this one for beachcombing. That one in the middle right there is an excellent place to base because you can just toss all the junk off, like all the rotten fish you get, because it's right here on the ice. This one and the one on the other end is perfect for that. I don't see anything else though. Is there another one in front of the hut? Don't see anything in front of it, maybe. How much stink am I carrying? Not much. Apparently that fish isn't that smelly. We're gonna go dump this off and then run back up to that cabin Might just cook it right here, right now. Interesting, so this spot's not here either this time. There's a really good spot right over there. In fact, I might just go visit it real quick. Let's see. Oh, and it's got a door this time. Amazing. Piece of firewood, cloth, wood. What do we got in here otherwise? I know. I guess we'll take your wires. Did I get them? We'll take your wires for now. Nope. Anything on the thing? Nope. Drop. Put the fish down. We'll make water real quick, or make something warm. I should, if I'm lucky, get that to work. Go. Make water. No, we're gonna cook this fish and warm up a coffee or something.
Come on, little fire.
What do we have? Do we have anything at all to drink? Yeah, we do. Why don't you just warm that up, and then we'll drink that. And then I'm gonna put you up there. I'm gonna go over here and check this one. Middle of the day, it's nice and warm. Is there gonna be anything good on this spot? Couple things, looks like. This one seems like this little spot gets like 4 or 5 different things sometimes. Is that 2 fish and another? I'll take another fish, another sapling. Absolutely tired. Love it. Cool. Let's go. Nice. 2 fish. And that must be a big fish. Where is everybody? Wind must be blowing the right direction. Nobody cares. Is that the bear way over there? Yes, and a wolf way over there. Bloink. All right. We'll cook you. Eat you. Wow, that was a big fish too. I should probably look at these, huh? Yeah, because there's still some here. Holy cow. Let's put you out here then. Right there. Thank you very much. All right, can we do anything while that cooks? (2,041 calories. It weighs almost 8 pounds. That is a big fish. Wow. I should fish a little bit, but I don't think we're going to. Let's get our butts up to misanthropes, and we'll do the looty-loot around on that, and then we'll bring at least one of these with us. Maybe I can take this one. How heavy are you? Yeah, you're still fairly good. All right, I'm gonna take those. I'm just gonna grab one. I'll leave it sit there for now. And we'll go up there, dump this off. Check this this corpse here. Shouldn't be that stinky. Yeah, cooked fish is not nearly as smelly as some of the other things is, but it's still pretty smelly. Probably should go ahead and harvest some rabbits too. I might do that off camera. Some water. That wolf is interested in us a little bit. wind is blowing right at him from us, so he's looking for us. We have time enough to come up here. Yeah, let me go search this guy, and then I'll haul that fish and deal with you in a minute. He used to have a Polaroid on him. Unless there's a backpack. Sometimes there's a backpack right here. Take your feather. Take your feather. Take your feather. I don't want him coming over here killing my rabbits. If he's interested in me, I'd like him to come be interested in us. Thank you. Oh, I love that skill. It's such a good skill. No. Give me this. Pick it up. Pick up. Take. Thank you. Make fire. At least want to pull the skin off, or not skin, the meat off of it. We are going to be in coastal for a little bit. How much is on you? 7 pounds? That's enough to do that. All right, I'll leave that right here. We'll take those, bring that along. I think that's probably going to still make us pretty heavy. But that's kind of one of those things. You cook it, just leave the food where it's laying once you hit a certain skill level, because you're going to be back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that's a fire that I can use over and over and over again if I need to. Oh, we will. We're just bringing breakfast. That's all we're doing. We're going to go up here. We're going to dump a bunch of stuff off there. We're going to loot this cabin. Probably shouldn't run, but whatever. We're almost done. I want to make sure I pick up a stick because I used every stick I had on that fire. How warm is it? Wow. Making sure to be careful that Mr. Bear or another wolf does not come up and try to maul me. The bear underneath this island seems to be a little bit more of a pain in the butt, but I think almost every bear in the game lately has been a little bit more of a pain in the butt. Anyhow, we'll drop all of the stuff that needs to cure, put that up here. Hello, free matches, thank you. Actually, those matches seem to be here fairly often. I don't say they're guaranteed, but they seem to be here more often than not. So, yeah, throw it on the ground. Beautiful. Pick up the sapling, put it right there. Pick up the sapling, put it right there. I don't do that necessarily to make it pretty. I do it so that I know they're there. Nothing like leaving a pile of stuff on the ground and you can't see through half of it.
I'll take it.
Sure and sure. We'll rip all that up in a second, maybe. Let's see what we get in here. Shut up. Come on, quit being bugged. Thank you. Perfect. Nothing. Not a thing. Love it. Okay. Well, that's always amazing. We got a pair of gloves, matches, and a hat. That's, I guess, better than nothing but the water we're going to get out of this toilet up here. Oh, and, of course, the second most useless item in the game. You know, I'd really love it if they'd, like, maybe try to... Well, I wasn't gonna say that, but there you go with some really silly, odd physics in this game. I was gonna try to do this. There's obviously room enough in that drawer. You could put something in it.
This stuff will come in handy.
Hey, yeah, it would have long time ago. Now the torch is all bugged out. Everything's messed up. Take all your water. Grab all your stuff. Click on the button. Click on the drawer. Nothing in this room. Yeah, well, I think this pack is about ready to tell you it's time to go to bed. I think we're going to call it right there, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put her to sleep. We'll do a little bit more exploring, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.